Something I said yesterday got me thinking when I was talking about the movies, different movies that the world is literally turning into, you know. I mentioned a few. And it goes over a lot of people's head. A lot of people go, what are you talking about? FYI, that's my favourite film, Rocky 4. Two worlds collide, rival nations. But I sort of mentioned the films and just breezed over it, right? So, you know, Demolition Man. What happens to old Sly when he swears and he gets fined credits? Because there's no real money in Demolition Man, it's just credits. Another thing that's really happening. How many shops illegally refuse money nowadays? Complete morons. They must love giving over all their money intact. Oh, I love it. I love keeping the record of everything I take so I can give a load of it to the government at the end of the week. I love going into shops that only take cash. But it's convenient, isn't it? Sometimes you've only got your card on you, but whatever. Tried to get on the bus the other day. The geezer, I literally had to argue with the geezer. He didn't. I ended up getting off the bus. Everyone pays card now. I was like, so I've got a tenner. I haven't got change. Well, that's your problem. It ain't mine. You should have had enough change on you. Anyway, I had to get off the bus. Then about 2 days later, I got on another bus. Exactly the same thing happened. And the bus driver went, oh, don't worry about it. Go and get on. Anyway, Demolition Man. He got fined for swearing. You know, thanks a lot, you shit breathing, duck fucking, all that, yeah, as he comes out from using the 3 seashells to wipe his ass with. But that's happening in England. You get fined for swearing, you get arrested for swearing. I've got arrested for swearing. For saying, oh, for fuck's sake or something, when I missed the bus, going back to the buses again, and the old Bill nicked me. When you've offended like the people here. I literally asked everybody at the bus stop while I was standing there in handcuffs, did I offend any of you? The old lady went, no, love. But I got arrested for it, for swearing. You know, everything that's bad for you now. Demolition Man salt's bad for you, so it's illegal. That's bad for you, so it's illegal. Load of androgynous men in it, fat, feminine men that are scared to have a fight, scared to eat salt, scared to swear. The world ain't very manly nowadays, is it? That's another similarity. I mentioned the Running Man. And I only mentioned well, for one, I follow all these channels on YouTube where they have like no rules fighting. A lot of it's in Eastern Europe, like King of the Streets. That's a banging one. Where like it's like blood sport, like you know, kung fu geezers will have it on concrete, no rules. They can gouge each other's eyes, choke each other, do a power driver on the concrete, and some of it's in cages, a lot of it's in. Anyway, if you enjoy that sort of thing, king of the streets. That's Running Man, isn't it? They'll be filming it and putting it on normal telly. It won't be illegal for long. It'll be whacked on normal telly soon. People will be doing it for prize money. They are doing it for prize money already, but that's one similarity. So like the electric dog collars that they wear when he tries to get out of prison and his head explodes. I mean, it's not that extreme yet, but what do you think these ULEZ cameras are? These 15-minute cities. How many ex-prisoners out there would pay to go on a home leave or a town visit to get released for the day? I would, if I was in there. But everyone outside who's meant to be free, they're not in prison. Yet, when those 15-minute cities come up and the ULEZ cameras and all that, ULEZ cameras are already about anyway, you're going to have to start paying to go out for the day. Paying to get out your 15-minute prison for the day. And what with the price of everything going up now and whatnot, it's always sort of like that anyway. If you want to go out for the day, you've got to save up for it. And you can't just go, right, I'm gonna go out for the day, I'm gonna empty out the change pot and we'll go and have a good day. Now you've got to think, right, Got to have 30 quid for this, 30 quid for that. It's going to cost 50 quid to get in. Got to have hundreds and hundreds of pounds just to go and watch any, like, whatever. But when the 15-minute cities start, it's only going to be rich people that can leave, innit? We're all going to be stuck in these little prisons. Another similarity. Mockingjay, what are they called? Those films. And as an ex-prisoner, I know what it's like to be in prison, and I can see that, and I can see it happening. But most people, they don't know what it's about. They don't have a clue. They go 15 minutes. What's the 15 minutes? Oh, shut up! How do you not know? They literally, it's not even hidden. They literally talk about it all of the time. The Purge. I mentioned The Purge yesterday. Then you see the riots happening in America. I can remember when the riots were happening, like during lockdown in America. Like there was this one town or village or whatever it was in America that suspended all laws for the day. Just suspended all laws for the day. If I lived there, and I'm on some like mental spiritual journey right about now, even I would be like, what, there's no laws for the day? Where's the nearest jewellers? But in the like, let's go back to now. Let's go back to 2025. Where all these riots are happening in a country where old Bill can literally unload a clip into you for. He tried to pull. We thought he had a gun, boss. All that. Oh, what? You shot him 28 times then? Yeah. What? Then you reloaded your clip and shot him while he was on the floor? Yeah. Ah, well done. In a land where they can literally unload it into you for anything, these rioters are allowed to throw Molotov cocktails at the old Bill, allowed to throw bricks on them, allowed to pull people out of cars and beat them up and rob them, allowed to run into the local JD and riot in there and rob all the trainers. And the old Bill don't do nothing. If you don't think that's a setup, then you're special. In every sense. Because it is a setup. Parts of America look like Mad Max. Look like... Who remembers that film... Oh, what was it called? Escape from New York. With Snake Plissken. Kurt Russell. You know... Fucking... North Philadelphia. Look at that, mate. People walk around there filming. There's like zombies everywhere. It's like a scene out of The Walking Dead. Or Mad Max or whatever other film I just said. Like geezers just hunched over and people walking about without no clothes on and Skid Row. I mean, what? Like, Skid Row. As if they didn't know that like, that name was just going to attract wrong uns. Tramps and all that. People with like mental illnesses, junkies that are just... You can't stop them from doing any drug in the open. Even places in Canada, places in Canada have turned... You don't think of Canada and think, oh yeah. But like... That's gone down the same route. I watched a film ages ago, I Am Mother. It's a good film about a robot that raises a little girl. And then raises her up to be a kid, and she's like led to believe by the robot that there's no humans existing anymore. Then she finds out they're outside and she has to try and escape. And then she eventually does escape and she meets the other humans. But if people don't think that humans are trying to be separated from each other, then again you're special. We are being separated and kept apart and made to not trust each other and put our trust in devices more than a human, more than our own eyes, which are in a human head. How many of you would trust your phone over, you know, go, come on, let's go outside. Let me just look at the weather on the phone. Why? Put your head out the window. The Matrix, that's an obvious one, isn't it? Yeah, we don't know what year it was when they blocked out the sun. and then you just look up and you see all them chemtrails everywhere, blocking out the sun. Normal people like with a brain have been saying they've been doing that for years. But no. It's where the toilets flush on an aeroplane. Fucking hell, it's a big old shit. And now, because it's on the news, because it's on a gadget, people go, oh, yeah, trying to block out the sun for global warming. Why? When do things grow? When are things born? In the spring, when it's hot? When is a time of abundance, when it's hot? People in these really hot countries, where it's like 40 degrees regularly, must look at England and go, what the fuck are they on about? What are they on about? Look at all the greenery that we're in. Like, oh no, it's 20 degrees. Quick, get in. Put a red weather alert warning. Morons, mate. When I spoke about the military police going to be everywhere soon, the militarisation of everything, there will be no more policemen. It'll just be military old Bill everywhere. They're trying to normalise it, ain't they? Get them into schools, get them in there. We say that the old Bill ain't armed in England, but if you go down London, they are. And they're normalising it. Eventually, they'll be replaced because you've got to pay them wages. They'll just be replaced by AI. I said Terminator. I've spoke about Terminator jokes, but it won't really be like Arnold Schwarzenegger walking around. It'll be like robots, a robot dog. And they've got that somewhere. I forgot if it's England or America, where it can like give out fines, like for people littering and shit. Yeah, okay, there, ain't that cute? Eventually, they'll just put a gun on its head, and it'll be killing. First it'd be like, oh yeah, look, it's doing the old bit. Like, you could just go into a building and kill the hostage taker, kill the bank robber, blah blah blah. Eventually it'd come on the news, it's wiped out a load of kids by an accident or something, you know what I mean? And we go, oh well, one mistake ain't too bad. Forget Terminator, it's like RoboCop, mate. Jaws. I don't think Jaws blew bubbles though in the film. Even Jaws though. Jaws just scared everyone. Jaws scared everyone from having a dip in the ocean, mate. Getting right off the topic there. Why don't they want us going in the sea? What's in the sea that they don't want to see in? God, mate. I don't even smoke weed no more, mate. My imagination runs wild. But everything I say is true. There's not one part of the world that's getting better. There's not one part of the world. People go, oh, Trump's doing loads of good. What? The laws he's using now, like when he's doing his executive orders, and people go, oh yeah, finally, common sense. Geezer can't go into a bird's bathroom anymore, and this and that, and all the stuff that he's doing, and people cheer. Eventually, there'll be a Democrat in office, and they'll use the exact same laws that Trump's using now to discriminate against every other person, and we'll be going, oh no, oh no. V for Vendetta. Look at that. Look at the first 5 minutes of that film and tell me the world ain't turning into that. Anyway, I've got to go. Wrap my tin foil around my head before I go out. Enjoy the rest of the day. Adios.